All right. Hello, everyone. Today's July the 2nd. We are in week 7 of the 1.34 Kubernetes release cycle. My name is Daniel. Happy to be the host for today's release meeting. So first things first, please be aware that this is a Kubernetes community meeting, which falls under the Kubernetes Code of Conduct, which just boils down to be excellent to one another. Another reminder, this meeting is being recorded and will be publicly posted, so please be mindful of what you do say. Um, and with that, I think we can get started here. Do we have any open discussion items for anyone that is not currently here on the screen? If not, the only item here is to add any comments and suggestions to our retro doc, just to make sure we can get that discussed during our retro meeting. If there are any open discussion items, let's get started with the team updates. So first team up, enhancements. Over to Drew for the updates.
Yeah, hello. So we are preparing for Code and Test Freeze, which is on Friday, July 25th. So we're starting to go through the caps and um, give reminders about getting up the PRs into merging the code implementation for each of the caps. So we're starting that process this week, and we'll have more to follow.
Thanks, Drew. Any questions for Drew here? If not, we can move on to the release signal team. Raji, over to you for the updates. I don't know if Raji's on the call. Is there anybody on the release signal team that can provide the update? If not, I guess the current status is green. They had one flaky test that it looks like they're currently working on. Um, Cryo team has been bumped, has bumped Cryo's Golang, which resolved the crash. And they're sending their first reminder to triage, to issues slash PRs on bug triage, and expect to finish that this week. Um, but overall, they're looking green. Are there any questions for release signal? Can intake those. If not, we can move over to docs. Michelle, over to you for the updates. Oh, Michelle, I think you're on mute.
I am mute. Yeah. So this week branching has been merged. We still have outstanding items on the first release no PR, and one is merged. We will move on to creating the next one. So for the doc PR update, things are moving quickly. So right now we have 23 trap PR created. And we still have like 38 cap with no response, or they respond to me, but they haven't created the PR yet. But I expect it to be moving quickly. I will also send a list of cap that I have not yet a response from them soon, so that we can allocate it. But I expect it to be moving quickly because there's a lot of PR been created in the last 12 hours. That's all the update from Doc.
Nice, perfect. Yeah, I think that's pretty typical for the way that this deadline does work. So yeah, just let us know if you're tomorrow, if you're missing any PRs, we'll get that escalated. The release leads as well as Cat can help you with that. Any other questions for docs? If not, let's move over to comms. Graziano, over to you for the update.
Hello everyone, here Graziano from ReleaseComm's team, and our status this week is green. We already have 9 opted-in feature blocks reached with the first reach out, and we planned the second one to do this week. We started to reach for 6 for the release highlights, and if you want to have any other information, you can check the discussion about the release highlights that you can find directly on the meeting agenda. Thank you very much.
Cool. Thanks, Graziano. Any questions for comms? If not, we can move over to release branch management. I don't think Mateo's on the call, but Drew, do you have any updates here?
Yeah, we have the Alpha 3 cut scheduled for next week, and yeah, that's pretty much all there is to report.
Cool. Thanks, Drew. Any questions there for release branch management? If not, I don't think our EA is on the call, Fred, but he will send out the mid-cycle shadow survey soon, so do keep an eye out for that. And last but not least, we'll hand it over to Viom. Go ahead. Oh, Viom, I don't think we can hear you.
Oh, physical mic mute button. Sorry for that. So no major updates from my side. Just reminders of the upcoming deadlines. The docs placeholder PR deadline, which is tomorrow, I believe 6 p.m. PST, that the docs team has set for this deadline. Next week is the Alpha 3 release cut, as mentioned by Drew. And next week is also the feature block freeze, the deadline for opening placeholder PRs. So just reminders for those to the respective teams. And apart from that, I got a few PRs to review, LTTM approve, that I'll get to by EOD. And great job, everyone, so far.
Thanks, Viom. Last but not least, we have our SIG scalability looking like they're green. Cool. So is there any go backs, anything that anybody would like to ask? If not, I'll stop the recording here. And yeah,